Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Apple report for Monday, July 3rd, 2023. Before I click on the charts, just want to encourage you to please click like and share the content with friends and colleagues, and subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. And please check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos. Daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and the long bond ETF, the TLT, as well as two individual stock picks every week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader to 3 to 5 month near term investor, always looking for 20% moves on the underlying stock. All that is one subscription package that includes a 5-day free trial. So if you go through the payment gateway, you've got 5 days to change your mind. If you want to bail, you probably won't, but you certainly have that option. Anyway, check out wickedstocks.com. So here we are with Monday's daily Apple report. I'll start with the big picture, work our way in. About a little over 2 months ago, we settled above this long-term channel top. This is, by the way, a weekly bar chart. So this formation went back some 18 months or so, and we settled above it a couple of months ago. That set off a long-term buy signal that is expected to yield the 221.80 long-term channel top by the end of the year. And presently, it looks more like 2 to 3 months the way things are going. We could actually reach this by the end of September, perhaps. 221.80 able to contain annual buying pressures when tested. So on the way up, we settled, of course, above that 182.94 high. That was just a few weeks ago. We've been holding above it pretty well ever since. And I'm going to jump to some other charts here. I'm going to show this one. You're familiar with this one. We pushed into this long-term channel top, and it's long-term. It's 4 months old, March, April, May, June. 4 months old, 194.84. Still able to contain weekly buying pressures. And now that we have actually tested it, we could fall back to the channel bottom. This is a different chart at 182.50 over the next few weeks. And I actually don't have it labeled today, but I should. 182.50 actually lines up, this the channel bottom here, lines up well with that 182.94 former all-time high from January of 22. And so that area in reach, no, not this area, sorry, the high itself, 182.94, in reach perhaps over the next few weeks. I'll go back to this chart. Holding below 194.84 does allow this market to fall back into the lower 180s over the next several weeks. I don't have a signal for that. It's just that the channel dynamics certainly allow that bearish rotation now off this 194.84 to fall back into the low 180s over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Downside, we have this 189.26 to 188.85 area. 189.26 is that familiar trend line that we showed last week. And 188.85 I show on this chart, a new rising channel bottom that's based on the last 3 weeks of activity. So in a nutshell, holding below 194.84 will keep 188.85 to 189.26 in reach over the next 3 to 5 days. That is the 3 to 5 day swing trade. Despite the fact that we're at new all-time highs, we are, though, pressing up against this channel top. And I can't really give a green light for bullish continuation through the rest of the week and into later July until we close above 194.84. This despite the fact that, yes, I am ultimately anticipating the 221.80 formation in the months ahead. It's just that in the interim, we could certainly top out here at 194.84. We've already tested it. The market's susceptible to falling back to 188.85 to 189.26 over the next few days, where, I might add, we could bottom out through the rest of the week and trade back up to the 194.84 formation within several days. We could trade inside of this area all week long. This is a 3 to 5 day swing trade dynamic, also great for day trading. And if you're a 2 to 3 week position trader, it is, if that you're comfortable playing both sides of the market, you're playing the short side below 194.84, anticipating the low 180s. So you might reach for 182, 184 out of the money puts that don't expire for at least several weeks. This formation coming up is at 182.50 and climbing. That is this level in the lower right. I don't even show 182.94 in my support resistance. This level will be at 182.94, I believe, on Wednesday. So it is moving on up, and it is, and I will say it one more time, I think I've said it 3 or 4 already, that it is in reach over the next several weeks below 194.84. On the other hand, and given the fact that we are still in a long-term buy signal, there's still that long-term updraft, we could actually close above 194.84 today. Let me start with pushing or opening above 194.84. 197.69 in reach today. That is a day trade. If we happen to gap up, open above 194.84, you can play the long side up to 197.69, where we actually could top out for the better part of a day. But if we close today above 194.84, that's the same formation shown here. I open the chart up a little bit. The 206.37 formation is then our next 2 to 3 week target. And the way things are becoming vertical right now, we could actually reach 206.37 and climbing every day by the end of next week. That is that formation that I've been showing a lot lately as sort of the accelerator to the upside. It's at 208.37 on the weekly chart, but I'll be finessing it, fine-tuning it on the daily chart at 206.37. So if you play the short side now at 194.84, anticipating the lower 180s over the next few weeks, and that is the play right now if your time horizon is 1 to 2 weeks, closing above 194.84, the 2 to 3 week time horizon remains bullish. It is actually a buy signal above 194.84. So if you're positionless right now and there's nothing going on and you're looking for what to do, if we happen to close today above 194.84, it is to go long and stay long to the 206.37 formation. That could take as little as a week. That would be quite a rally, and it is certainly possible. But I'd say over the course of the next 2 weeks, by the end of next week, if we close today above 194.84, 206.37 in reach. And this, by the way, is a 6-7 month rising channel top. It can contain monthly buying pressures, and that means basically through July and into August. And from here, we could fall off into, once again, the lower 180s, at least as we see it right now, because this channel top is based on this trend line, which lines up with this. It's all in the low 180s right now. There's lots going on in the low 180s. Good reason to buy the low 180s if given the opportunity. The question is whether you'll be given that opportunity. And as I say, closing below that 189.26 level in combination with 188.85, you can see both of them here. If we close below this area over the next couple of days, then yes, 182.50 is probably a quick 3 to 5 day target. On the way down, 185.93 can contain session weakness. But the emphasis remains up. We obviously closed strong on Friday at that channel top. Can contain weekly buying pressures, possibly into later July, and yet if we close above 194.84, that would be consistent with the longer-term dynamic, and over the next few weeks, I would expect this rising 206.37 channel top. And while I'm at it, if things get crazy and we just continue to, this move just grows increasingly vertical as we move into July, later July, and we close above 206.37, I can show that right here. It is the equivalent of 208.37 right now in the weekly chart. I think you can see that we're just probably 3 to 5 weeks away from reaching this 221.80 long-term target. I think at the time I was mentioning a 3 to 5 month objective above 169.84. We're a couple of months into it, and so that is more like a 2 to 3 month target now, and that is certainly possible over the next few months if all of what I just said plays out. First things first would be a settlement today above 194.84. Until then, this market can take a pause and fall back into the low 180s over the next couple of weeks. That is all I'm going to say for Monday's Daily Apple Report. I'll be back. Well, I'm actually recording this on Saturday, so I will be back likely Monday afternoon with Wednesday's Apple Report. Markets are obviously closed Tuesday. You have a great day.